99 new Insta. Go live. I've never done Instagram, so okay.
We're here.
We are here. Okay, I think I'm good.
I'm good. I can hear everything.
Okay. So, hi Piper. My daughter's watching.
Hi, Piper.
I can show comments, which I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I'll read them as they come in.
Yeah, you'll have to because I don't have my glasses on.
Okay. I don't either, so I'm gonna squint.
And everything that I see on the monitor is time delayed, so.
It's okay, same. That goes for me. Well, we're just giving it a minute for everyone to hop on, guys, so hang on. And then I'm gonna go tag retro. So I'm gonna put it in the comments too. Okay. Okay. So how are you doing today?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm doing better. I was having a day earlier, but I'm doing great now.
Sorry to hear that.
It's all right. Oh, that's me. Hold on. True groovy hippie chicks. Hi, Jesse. So people are tuning in. We're good. All
awesome.
Right. So I am glad that you're here with me today, and I wanted to talk and chit chat about all of your upcoming stuff that you got going on.
Awesome.
Brandon said, "What's up?" Hi, Brandon.
What's up, Brandon?
Okay, so I want to talk about first how you started.
How I started. I started when I just turned 17. I was playing bass, and we weren't even garage bands. We were bedroom bands. I was playing bass and not very well. And I ended up befriending a bass player for a local bar band. And he invited me one weekend to do their lighting board for him because their lighting guy wasn't around. So I basically went there to do the lighting at the bar. And mid-show, the vocalist just put the microphone down and walked out the door.
Oh.
So we're all outside, and I'm off in the shadows and listening to the band argue and have their fight. And the bass player just turns around and says, "This one back here has pipes." And they're like, okay. Nobody really questioned my age or anything. Neither did the bar owners because they didn't care, as long as they were making money.
Right.
So that's been a long way back. I stayed with them for years. We toured around, and at the ripe age of 17, I had access to things no 17-year-old should have access to. But that's how I got started. I'd done that for years, and eventually, for multiple reasons, personal demons, drugs, alcohol, different things like that, it was a better idea to get out of the music business and stay away from the whole scene. So I pretty much got out of it and away from it for a couple of decades.
Okay. And then now you're starting your reamping everything back up, and
I'm back.
Yeah. Okay.
Without the demons and without the drugs, the alcohol, or anything else.
What's up though? You worked on yourself, and now you got a clear path of where you want to go.
Yep.
Okay. That's awesome.
So I picked up where I left off, and like I was talking to you about earlier, I just jumped right in and wrote the first song that I recorded, and from there it just seemed like the logical next step was to just keep recording songs. So that's what I just kept doing.
And what was the first song that you recorded?
That would be
it's okay if you don't remember.
Final Approach, sorry.
Final Approach. Okay, yeah. That's
Final Approach, and there's a video. Yeah, there's a video for that too.
Yeah. Okay. What was your spark to kind of just get everything back up? Besides writing the song, like what was like your initial like, okay, I'm doing this?
My life had went through transformations that allowed me to stop worrying about other things and kind of freed my mind up to do what I'm doing. Um, just letting go of the old and letting the new in, I
Okay.
guess you could say.
All right. Do you write all of your music then?
I write all the music, I write all the lyrics, I perform everything. It's all me, 100%. We need to change that though.
Yeah. Okay. So you eventually would like to have a live band behind you.
Yes, absolutely. So if anybody out there is listening to Retro Riot, if you haven't, go listen to Retro Riot on Spotify or Amazon or wherever you listen to music. And if you really dig it and you're into it, I'm ready. I haven't played out live in a long, long time, and I kind of miss it. Again, I'm in a state where I will actually remember a live performance for a change. Um, so I would like to dive back into doing it with just original songs, not bar cover tunes like I used to do.
Okay.
So if anybody out there is interested, uh, just find me online and hit me up.
Where are you located?
Stuart, Florida, Southeast Florida, just above West Palm.
All right. That's awesome.
Not a bad location to be able to hit different directions in Florida for playing out.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of places down there always looking for live bands.
Yep.
So that's awesome. It's a good hookup there. All right. Uh, so I want to talk about your new songs that you've just released. I know that you were gracious enough to let Rockstar Radio put out your first time playing this song, which was super awesome. I was super honored to do that. So thank you for that. And that was
Absolutely.
Groove of Love.
Yep. And you've got one more out there.
Yeah, one more, and I'm saving that for saving that a little bit. You wrote, what was your inspiration for that song?
My wife.
Okay. All right.
All of my songs, are either life experience or something from within. I can't seem to write about other people's stuff. I never could.
Right.
So if it's not a life experience or a feeling or an emotion that I have, it's just I write about what's going on with me.
Yeah. I mean, and that's like the best really like that you can relate to is yourself anyway. So makes the best music in a way. Everything that we go through makes the best music.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's super cool. What are some goals that you have within the next year?
Like we just discussed, I'm really interested in hooking up with some other guys. I play all my own music. At the core, I'm a vocalist and a front person. I am not a guitar player. I can play guitar. I can write with a guitar. I can play bass. The drums that you hear are a drum sequencer that I build the drums myself. It's not an actual kit. I do all that, but in the end, I'm a vocalist. I like to be out front. I like to be writing songs and singing songs. I do enjoy playing guitar, but that's not my real forte.
Okay. I had a question and then I lost it.
That's okay. I lose my own songs.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it before we got on, but that's okay. It's all right. And I totally had it when we were talking about what were we talking about? What was the question I just asked? Well, I don't know. I lost my head apparently. Lost
That's
it.
okay. I'll start a new subject. Me and you personally had talked about something recently, and of course you came back to me and asked me, "Are you sure you want to talk about this?" And yes, I do. Especially in today's age with the politics going on the way they are. Not that I want to go the political direction with anything because we're here for music. But this concerns several things. I'm a transgender female, and I don't know how many people out there know that. I live in the state of Florida, which is not a very welcoming place right now when it comes to that politically. A lot of new laws coming out against people like myself. Um, Basically, my message to people on that whole subject is we are in the rock, heavy metal, punk, whichever genre you're from. At the core, our whole thing is freedom, personal freedom. Be you, do your own thing. Um, if you can't get behind people who are transgender, I want you to know that when they're done with us, writing laws and running us out of town or whatever they're doing to us, do you not think they're coming for heavy metal, rock and roll, people that like to go to the bars and drink, people that just like to have sex parties, whatever your thing is? When they're done with us, you're next. And heavy metal is all about freedom. Rock and roll is all about freedom.
Right.
So I suggest people get that out of their mind, the ones that still have it there, and get behind these people and say, hey, we don't care. When we go to shows, when we rock, when we go to concerts, nobody gives a shit about what the gender of the person on the stage is. It's the music, and it's what we're all about. But I just want everybody in the metal and the rock community to get together and realize whatever your personal opinions are on the whole gender issue, at the core, we're all about personal freedom. Rock and roll, you can't get more freedom movement than heavy metal and rock and roll. So
Right.
I just wanted to kick that out there for everybody to really mull over, especially in the state of Florida right now.
Okay. I mean, I think it's a good thing to talk about. It's not common in the music. I mean, at least this was the first.
It's getting to be, and a lot of people don't see it, but it is getting to be. I don't know if you ever heard of the band Against Me, Laura Jane Grace. It was in Rolling Stone magazine a couple years or 10 years back. She was a punk vocalist guitarist, and she came out as transgender, and it was like a big explosion. I think it's getting less and less to be an explosion in the rock and the metal business because, to be perfectly honest with you, in the 80s when I was doing glam rock and playing in clubs, that was a damn fine hiding place to be able to put on makeup and spandex and big hair and everything. So there's a lot of us out there. Not all of us are able to or willing to or in the position to come out. So it's here, it's in this business. It just needs to be more widely accepted.
Alexandria said Jesse is the best with the biggest heart.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I don't think it really matters. Music is music, and I would hope that the rock and roll and the metal people, that's what we're supposed to care about. We're supposed to be supportive with each other and love the music. It's all about
Absolutely.
It's not about the gender or anything like that. So, I mean, it is what
Absolutely.
it is. Matt said, "Your music is such a sleigh."
Thank you, Matt.
Tough times. Okay. With that being said, who are some of your biggest inspirations?
Oh, wow.
Music.
That goes deep. Of course, one of the biggest ones is Motley Crue. I mean, you can't listen to my music and not hear that. Motley Crue, Ozzy, Led Zeppelin, Twisted Sister, Iron Maiden, that whole 70s to 80s genre. But I go a lot deeper than that. I've listened to classical for years. I listen to country music because in my younger days, I grew up around a lot of country music. I always tell people I grew up around rednecks and metalheads. So
Right.
I've had a little bit of everything. Even my sister and brother. My brother was listening to Black Sabbath when I was a little kid, and my sister was listening to disco. So I was in the middle, kind of soaking it all up. So I've had my toes in a lot of different musical genres before,
All right.
and I enjoy it all. I love it all, except for rap. I can't wrap my hand around rap. I don't know why. I just can't.
You're not the only one. I mean, I can do some of the older stuff, but not. I can't get around the newer stuff. But that also comes
Yeah.
from some of the rock music too. I have a hard time with that also. So
Yeah.
is what it is. We have 14 people watching, so I want them to check out one of your songs. So we're gonna take a break while you guys listen to "Final Approach"
Awesome.
by Jessie Lynn Retro Riot right here.
Through the winter time on your skin, those lines on my face I had to use to win. Dream on now, I had to hear sage words of a wise man through my laughter and tears. Wings of wax, hard as your dreams. I tried to fly and I got to fall. Standing here now, close to this edge, wings on fire, take me higher. It's my final approach. Edge of time, no looking back. Leap of faith into the black. Close my eyes and open my soul. Spread my wings and I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in low. It's my final approach.
All right, that was awesome.
That was the first song.
The first song that you wrote since you were back, right?
Yep. Yep. And a lot of my songs have little Easter eggs in them. That one being the first one, and I didn't do it on purpose. It's just since then I've put a little piece in every song that I've ever written. The first lyrics to the song "Final Approach" are actually some twisted lyrics from "Dream On," Aerosmith.
Yeah.
So I a little piece here and there I kind of insert into my songs. Just a little piece of a song, a lyric or something that I can stick in there. And I said, I know some people sooner or later go, oh, I know where that song's from. So.
Yeah. I was going to ask if Aerosmith was any inspiration to you.
You can't be in the rock business and not say that Steven Tyler didn't inhabit your soul at one point or another.
I mean, valid. But then there's been people that really don't like him. And I mean, I don't get it. How could you not like him? But
who are they? Well, I'll get together and go get them.
Okay. We've got some comments here. Matt said, "Oh yeah, this is my favorite song of yours."
Thank you, Matt.
True Groovy Hippie Chick said, "Love it." Theodore said, "Love the vocals in this song."
Thank you, Theodore.
And Piper said, "This is a great song. I love it so much, and it's amazing."
Awesome. Thank you, Piper.
Okay, so I liked the song, and that was awesome about the little eggs that you leave in there. That was neat. Rockstar Radio has another song that we're gonna play. I'm not gonna give it away. I'll post about it when we decide to hit reservation.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. It's Revisitation.
Revisitation. I'm actually going to do a vinyl record that'll have all of these songs that I've made over the past year or so on that vinyl record. Everything's out there for everybody to listen to, and these two that you have eventually will be out there too. But I come from a generation where if you can't hold an album in your hands, if you can't hold the vinyl in your hands, it didn't happen. So I kind of feel like even though it'll be a short run and a limited pressing, not only do I want it for myself, but I want to be able to hand something to people. And I think that's very important, or at least it's important to me. But the name of the album is going to be Revisitations. The meaning behind that being revisiting our past, just like I'm bringing my music from then into the future to share with everybody. So
Right.
Revisitations. So that'll be the name of the album.
Do you also want to talk about the Two Groovy Hippie Chicks?
Two Groovy Hippie Chicks, yes. Two Groovy Hippie Chicks, she's actually on here. That's myself and my wife. We have an online store, so if anybody's interested in knickknacks, clothes, little things, little trinkets, it's a nice little store. It's an eBay store, so check it out. It's Two Groovy Hippie Chicks, the number 2 and the Groovy Hippie Chicks. Thank you.
I went through it and I liked the Harley jacket I call, so nobody better buy that.
I'd have to hook you up with that.
Yeah, I went through it, so it is really cool, and I like your stuff behind it. So that's super awesome. So I wanted to make sure that we talked about that for a minute. Okay, so before I end my final question, I want you to tell everybody where they can find you. And just
currently I'm in my living room now. On YouTube, Spotify, just about everywhere you can get music, it's out there floating around. The video, you actually showed the song with the cover art. There's actually a video running around out there that my son shot for Final Approach. But I'd never put it up. Somebody else put it up, and it's out there kind of roaming around the internet. So if you want to watch a video with me in it of the same song, you'll have to Google, or not Google, but YouTube, Retro Riot Final Approach, and that video actually will pop up.
Okay.
Other than that, all of the social media, just type in Retro Riot wherever you go and we'll pop up. I'll pop up.
All right. Before I finish my final question, does anybody have any questions or anything they want to say? Piper said, "You both are amazing, and I love your music."
Thank you. I appreciate that. There's more coming. I'm not done. I got a lot more in here.
Yeah, I'm introducing Piper to the music world.
I'm looking forward to getting with all these songs are written by me, and I have my limitations. Like I said, I'm not really a guitar player. I'm not a bass player, and I'm not a drummer. I'm a singer and I'm a songwriter. I'm looking forward to getting together with some other guys like-minded music that are ready to really pound out some good stuff. I've still got lyrics in here. I'm good at writing lyrics. I'm good with ideas. So if I can get with some other people, maybe we can really put out some killer stuff. And I'm looking forward to playing out.
Right? Yeah, that's always exciting. Piper asked, "How long have you been playing music?"
A long time. Since I was 16, so 30 plus years.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to know what you think of the music industry today.
It's changed.
Right.
Everything's changed. The internet has changed everything. I have many opinions on it. I say it's good and it's bad. It's really bad if you were getting into music for the sole purpose of getting rich and famous. If you were getting into the music business hoping some record company would show up tomorrow and hand you a check and you go out and buy your Ferrari and start doing your albums, I think those days are pretty much gone. The good side to all of that is 30 years ago, 25, 30 years ago, if I wanted anybody to hear a song I wrote, one, I couldn't get into a studio to record it because it was so expensive. Two, you had to get together with 5 other knuckleheads and agree on everything you did in order to get the music to sound like something somebody wanted to hear. And the third thing was the music industry decided who got to hear your music. So if you were some 16-year-old kid that was writing awesome killer music in a small town somewhere, nobody was ever going to hear it. Now that's changed. You can live in the jungle in South America or somewhere, and if you can get an internet connection, you can put your music to the world and nobody can stop it. So it's good and bad. If you want to get rich and famous, chances are if you want the world to hear your music, we're free range now. The industry can't control us anymore. I think that's kind of cool. I'd still like to get rich and famous, but
right. Right.
Don't we all?
Yeah. I think you kind of nailed it. You're right.
I mean, music's for everybody. It's making music, not just hearing music. Music comes from the soul. I think a lot of people have a lot to say musically. And as I said before, years ago, nobody was going to hear what your soul had to say. And now everybody has a chance to let people hear what their soul has to speak and say. I think that's awesome. I think it's cool.
Yeah. Shannon Meyer said, "I love your music, so much talent." It seems like you have a really good support system, and I really, really love that.
Yeah. A lot of good people in my life.
Yes. And that is
starting with my wife. I told you earlier, 25 years.
Yes.
Nobody's more shocked at that than I am. My son and a lot of the people I work with, just great people. They all put up with my bullcrap, my antics, my behavior. But yeah, it all starts with my wife. She has put up with a lot over the years. She is the reason the music is being made now. She has nurtured me from the place I was in my life when she met me to where I'm at now, making music and speaking to you.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yep. She's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate everybody who hopped on and supported both of us tonight. I was wonderful to meet you. We're not in person, but face to face. And
maybe in person one day. Who knows?
You never know. Maybe I'll go to. I don't know about me going to Florida.
A show somewhere. You never know.
Yeah.
I lost your sound again.
No, you're fine. I got quiet. I was trying to read.
Okay.
Shannon had said something about saying something to your wife. I'm guessing she meant like it was very sweet of you to say that about your wife.
She gets a lot of the credit. She needs a lot of the credit.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
But I would like to end tonight's show with telling everybody to get on the internet, go to your favorite music streaming service or wherever you download your music from, and download and stream my music, and then tell your friends about it. If you like it, don't just keep it to yourself. I didn't put it out there for one person. I want everybody to hear it. Share it on your social media. Get it out there.
Absolutely. Yep. And I thank you so much for taking the time to come on and stay in contact with me, which
absolutely.
And hopefully everyone can hear your new song play on Rockstar Radio. And yes, I hope everyone has a good night.
And one thing.
Yeah.
On Kickstarter, there's a Kickstarter for Revisitations, the vinyl album. If you're interested in getting a copy of that, that's one way to get it, is if you go on there and help fund that album project.
Okay. I was going to ask, do you have a link tree?
I do, and I need to get that on there. That's the only thing that's not on there.
Okay, you should definitely do that.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye.